Hey guys, what's going on? Tonight we're going to go through a step-by-step process of making classic veggie lasagna with cremini mushrooms and garlic bread. As always, we're going to go through what came in the packaging from Home Chef, as well as the utensils we need to prep and cook the meal. Once that's complete, we're going to go through a step-by-step process of prepping and cooking the meal. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so here are the ingredients we're working with tonight. We have 6 ounces of cremini mushrooms. We have 2 garlic cloves, somewhere here. You can see that. There you go. We have 2 ounces of spinach, 1 yellow onion, 8 ounces of crushed tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning blend, 5 ounces of lasagna noodles, 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella, 4 ounces of ricotta cheese, and 1 ciabatta bread roll. No room. Alright, you'll need a few things for tonight's meal. First up, trusty pan. Second up, a large pot. Then you'll need a colander to drain the pot. 2 mixing bowls. I'm substituting a pan for the oven for a Pyrex casserole dish, 7 by 11 inches, 2 quarts. So I traditionally use this size for my lasagna, so that's what I'm using for this. You'll also need some cooking spray, measuring cup for half cup of preserved pasta. You need, as always, some salt, pepper. You'll need some olive oil, and as always, your favorite knife. Okay, first step is we're going to bring a huge pot of water to boil. Since I only have 2 pots, this is the next size up, so that's what I'm using. So we're going to put, this is about 8 cups. Add some salt and bring that to boil. Alright, here's what we're doing. We're slicing the mushrooms thinly, and so we're going to set 5 slices aside for garnish. That's why I have 2 extra bowls here. One bowl for the 5 slices of mushrooms, and 1 bowl for the 4 slices of spinach leaves that we have to slice as thinly as possible into strips for garnish as well. Next, we're going to half the onion and cut into half-inch pieces. As always, just mince the garlic, and that's it. I put one on top of the other because we're going to cut them one by one pretty thinly. So put one on top of the other and just cut strips as close as possible. And watch your fingers. And now your garnish is done. Alright, we're now going to add the pasta, lasagna pasta, to the boiling water and cook it for about 10 minutes. Make sure you visit it, so make sure they all go as they boil. and get softer into the water. Now I'm going to make the tomato sauce. Very simply, I'm going to add the 8 ounces of crushed tomatoes to the bowl. By the way, if you've not done this already, make sure you put the oven at 375 because we're going to be going to that step in a few minutes. Alright, now I'm going to add the Italian seasoning, which is about, I'd say maybe, tell you how much it is? A tablespoon maybe, give or take if you guys are doing this at home. And add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which is about 6 turns, and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Mix it together. Make sure it's mixed well. Don't forget the sides. Pretty simple. Now you're going to take half a cup and use it for reserve. That's about up to here. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to cook the veggies. Get your pan nice and hot. Add a little olive oil. Spread that around. Add the mushrooms. We're going to cook this for about 4 minutes. Alright, so they're about ready now. Give it a nice little plus. And add the onions. Cook these for about 3 minutes. Make sure you get all of them in there. Toss. Or toss. We could even just use a spoon. Either way. Maybe every 30 seconds or so. Alright, so the pasta's now ready. We're now going to drain and put it on the plate. Alright, so we're cooling it under cold water. And then we're going to take them out and lay them on a plate. You can adjust this. See? Oops, there we go. Just gonna lay them down on a plate. Let them chow for a bit. There you go, easy peasy. Now we're going to add the 2/3 of the garlic. Save the remaining 1/3 for the garlic bread. There we go. A little salt and pepper, and we're going to cook this for about a minute. Mix together. And now we're going to add the spinach. Cook this for about a minute or so, till it wilts. Alright, so about a minute and a half for it to wilt. Just finishing it up here. Next, we're going to combine the veggies with the tomato sauce. Alright. Here we go. So remember, as always, this is incredibly hot, so please be careful. And just add it to the mixing bowl with the tomato sauce. So you get all of it. Just mix together. There you go. Easy peasy. Next, we're going to assemble a lasagna. First up is we're going to combine 3/4 of the shredded mozzarella and all the ricotta in a mixing bowl. So it's about right here. Set aside, take the ricotta. Doesn't want to come out, which it did, so you have to make more with that. Set that aside and just mix. Bind nicely all together. There you go. On to the next step. We go. Alright, so we're going to take some of the piece of lasagna, lay it down. You may have to cut if it doesn't fit. I just let it curl up, but you can cut it if you wish. This is how they gave it to us, so doing the best I can here. Alright, get some of the vegetable and tomato mixture, put that down. You really could have given us more pasta. Another layer. We have the ricotta and mozzarella. It's easier with the hands. Third layer. Take the remaining, reserve tomato sauce, put that on top. And you take the 5 mushrooms we put on the side before, put them on top. And then we're going to cook this for 20 minutes. However, we have to make the garlic bread first. That's the next step. Garlic bread is pretty simple. I've done this before. Take it out of the bag. Cut in half. Lay it down. Take some olive oil. Take the remaining garlic and sprinkle on. Pretty simple. You don't want to use olive oil. You could always use butter, but olive oil is better. Put this to the side. So this is ready to go in when we are at that process of the baking. You also need to cover lasagna with some aluminum foil. So cover it around and then cook it baked, covered for about 20 minutes. You want tight, but you don't want it pushed down, so you want a little air under there. So this is going in for 20 minutes, and we'll be right back in 20 minutes. All right, it's been cooking for about 20 minutes. We're now going to remove the aluminum foil and cook for another 15 more. All right, so here we go with the finished product. We're going to let it sit for a bit, about 5 minutes. And while that sits, we're going to put the garlic rolls into, or garlic bread for that matter, into the oven for about 7 minutes. Alright, so the garlic bread is ready. And we're going to cut into the veggie lasagna, see how that's doing. First piece is always a pain. And of course, another piece of garlic bread, and here we go. Stay tuned for review. So the meal was actually very good. It's the first time I ever made veggie lasagna. The only thing I'd probably change is it needs a little bit more sauce, maybe some more cheese, and definitely some more pasta. Aside from that, it's very tasty. Nothing else really to say. It was a good meal. I'd make it again, just with the added sauce, pasta, and cheese. Aside from that, fantastic.